Now in Good Morning Northwest, breaking overnight, Hamas hands over bodies of 4 hostages as Israel releases hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. Are the two sides ready for the second ceasefire phase in the Middle East?
Everything is pointing to a continuation of an early spring, including a few spring-like showers. I'll have the timing on that when we could see them coming your way.
And Spokane's police chief testifying before the U.S. Senate what he's asking the federal government to do about the fentanyl crisis and why he's calling it a complex solution. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, February 27th. Welcome to it. We're starting things off with Mark Peterson here to look at our first alert forecast after a beautiful day yesterday. Hoping for more.
We will see more beautiful weather, more sunshine, but we have to start off with some cold temperatures into Idaho. 27, patchy fog. There could be, again, on some of those untreated roads and bridge decks, you can see some slippery, icy conditions. Take it easy. 32 into Coeur d'Alene, or into Spokane. Coeur d'Alene is this side. The barbecues are coming out this weekend, I promise you. Taking a look at the 4 things we want you to know. We showed you the morning fog, mostly sunny conditions. Sunnier than yesterday. We have a warming trend and the potential for some showers on Monday. Waking up this morning, 29 in Deer Park, 31 into Liberty Lake, upper 20s Post Falls and Hayden, but we've got that fog that we're really seeing in parts of Idaho and potentially in other areas. So allow for some time. Radar satellite, got a little bit of cloud cover out there. That's it. We're seeing that on the move, and it's really not going to stick around today. Our forecast today, temperatures into the mid-50s, and we're going to see that at 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Mark, thanks. We start with breaking news out of the Middle East. Overnight, Hamas released the bodies of 4 hostages to the Red Cross in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners.
Yeah, this marks the final swap in the 42-day truce between Israel and Hamas. An Israeli security official said the families confirmed the deaths of their loved ones. Then the caskets were delivered with the help of Egyptian mediators. In weeks to come, Israel's expected to release more than 600 Palestinian prisoners and detainees. And this morning, the AP reports Israel will not withdraw from a strategic corridor in the Gaza Strip as called for by the ceasefire. And that could spark a crisis with Hamas and key mediator Egypt at a sensitive moment for the fragile truce agreement.
Well, this morning, President Trump defending his actions to scale back the size of the federal workforce.
Yeah, it comes as the president held his first cabinet meeting this week. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington, D.C. with the details.
This morning, President Trump continuing his efforts to dramatically downsize the federal workforce. A new memo directs federal agencies to promptly prepare for large-scale reductions in staff and to submit those plans by March 13th.
We've had tremendous success.
The president defending the cuts during his first cabinet meeting, where he also defended his point man on reductions, billionaire Elon Musk.
So I'm going to ask if it's possible to have Elon get up first and talk about Doge, because it seems to be of great interest to everyone.
The overall goal here with the Doge team is to help address the enormous deficit. We simply cannot sustain as a country $2 trillion deficits.
Some of the cuts include a staggering 65% of the Environmental Protection Agency's workforce. Musk also defending his recent email where he demanded federal workers list out their recent accomplishments or risk being fired.
I think that email perhaps was misinterpreted as a performance review, but actually it was a pulse check review. Do you have a pulse?
The White House now says more than 1 million employees have responded, roughly half of all federal workers. On the campaign trail, Trump promised that Doge would cut $2 trillion in spending, but now he's walked back that goal to $1 trillion in cuts. And for the first time, the Supreme Court is getting involved in at least one of the cases regarding federal funds. At issue, nearly $2 billion in foreign aid payments the administration has frozen. A lower court judge ordered the government to unfreeze those payments by midnight last night. Critics say the freeze in funding for past aid work risks the lives of millions of people who depend on programs the U.S. government has funded for decades. An order from Chief Justice John Roberts has now pushed back the deadline to Friday so the justices can consider the case. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
And we are following some local breaking news. A Post Falls man accused of murdering his ex-girlfriend's partner has been arrested. Post Falls police arrested 47-year-old Jason Rook on West Celtice Way, just 10 minutes from where the murder took place. Officers say he surrendered peacefully. Investigators believe he shot and killed his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend, a 46-year-old man, over the weekend. Rook's ex-girlfriend told police she saw him leaving the home on their camera security system. Rook's charged with burglary and first-degree murder.
A federal judge has sentenced 2 men to life in prison for the 2022 murders of people in Keller. A court found Zachary Holt and Desmonique Tinsley guilty on 17 counts, including felony murder in Indian country and attempted murder of a federal officer. Holt shot and killed Gail and Jeremy Neal in their trailer after a failed robbery.
It was a very dangerous, volatile situation, and I'm so impressed and proud of the law enforcement officers that came together to seek and bring justice on behalf of the Neal family and the officers in this case.
Holt's lawyer says they plan to appeal the convictions.
A Whitman County judge denied the protection order against Pullman Police Chief Jake Opgenorth. The protection order accuses Opgenorth of sexual assault and harassment. The claims were made by a woman whose lawyers say previously had a relationship with the police chief. The judge ruled there was not enough evidence to grant the protection order. Opgenorth's been on administrative leave since December.
Well, Spokane's Chief of Police Kevin Hall is testified in front of the U.S. Senate yesterday about stopping the flow of fentanyl into our region. Chief Hall says police have seized thousands of fentanyl pills coming into the city, and most of it is coming from legal ports of entry. Now, Chief Hall is calling on Congress to pass a bill sponsored by Washington Senator Maria Cantwell for new technology that could help detect fentanyl being smuggled into the U.S. on planes, boats, and in cars. Chief Hall hopes Congress will pass the Stop Smuggling Illicit Synthetic Drugs on U.S. Transportation Networks Act. The bill would provide funding for non-intrusive technology like X-rays or vapor technology to detect drugs like fentanyl at transportation hubs across the country.
This is a very complex problem. It requires complex solutions, and having all of those technologies and all of those different approaches is just going to enhance law enforcement's ability to detect and seize these narcotics.
Chief Hall says smugglers disassemble cars to hide fentanyl in every possible compartment. Then they put the cars back together and send them out on the road. According to the State Department of Health, opioid deaths in Spokane have been above the state average since 2019. Chief Hall says having more canine units to detect drugs like fentanyl while inspecting cargo would also help.
City leaders want to make the Division Street corridor a more inviting and welcoming entrance into downtown. Some people feel those efforts have fallen flat, especially when it comes to graffiti. Clark's Cleaners has been a staple on Division since 1983. Owner Clark Kelsey says he's frustrated by the lack of action taken by the city when he reports graffiti, which is rampant and on buildings and on sidewalks. While his business hasn't dealt with this issue since it put up a fence, he's been asking the city for months to address the vandalism that's right across the street.
You may think it's a minor issue, but impressions are everything. I mean, this town is getting a impression of being a dirty place filled with, you know, crime and everything else. And the first thing you see is a bunch of graffiti. That's important.
The city code requires graffiti to be removed within 10 days or the property owner would be fined or charged for the city to remove it. Kelsey says he doesn't believe the city is enforcing that code. The city says is working to expand its daily cleanup efforts. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:08.
Checking back in with Mark Peterson as we take a look at those low temperatures that haven't felt so low lately.
We've had very cold temperatures throughout February. We've had the majority of our snow in February. Temperatures overnight are now going to be above average as well as the daytime highs.
Love it.
All that is good news. We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up.
Inlander Restaurant Week is here. Inlander Restaurant Week is here, which means you can try out a range of menu items for a range of prices coming up.
And the Trump administration orders the Pentagon to identify and remove all transgender people from the U.S. military. You may be surprised to know how many troops that includes. That story after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Tiguan with 0% APR or a $2,500 customer bonus. At Post Falls Volkswagen, it's easy to drive home your dream SUV.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
BECU was happy to award the People Helping People Award to Feast World Kitchen.
The mission of Feast World Kitchen is to elevate and empower former refugees and immigrants. We use international food as the platform for people to build skills, become leaders in the community, and share their culture with Spokane. Behind me in the kitchen this morning, there's a guy from Iraq that's helping prep another chef from Algeria as he gets ready for the day. And it's people helping people.
You don't even have to travel to a different country. You just come here, experience the food, experience the culture in Spokane. Every day we have a different cuisine. Today I'm doing a lamb tagine. It's pretty much North African, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia. It's just a full plate of really good food.
BECU is just really proud to partner with Feast World Kitchen as they further the mission in Spokane.
One of the most popular musicals of all time is back. See Annie, Broadway's favorite orphan, live on stage in an all-new production, hailed by the Chicago Tribune as one of the best family musicals ever written. Annie is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. So clear away those sorrows and get your tickets to Annie today.
February 28th through March 2nd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Well-qualified buyers can get 3.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado HD when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $1,000 cash allowance. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Bruins Penguins at 3, Saturday on ABC and ESPN+.
It is 6:12. Here is a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer will meet with President Donald Trump today.
It comes a week after Trump sent shockwaves through Europe with comments he made regarding Ukraine. He said Europeans must take responsibility for their own security and appeared to side with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Now Starmer is looking for security guarantees for Ukraine following an eventual peace deal.
The Pentagon plans to kick out transgender service members under a new policy. The official guidance was made public in a court filing yesterday as part of an ongoing lawsuit over a Donald Trump executive order. According to the policy, any service member who has a history of or exhibits symptoms of gender dysmorphia will be released from service. In 2018, an independent research institute estimated there were 14,000 transgender troops serving.
An executive order signed by President Donald Trump freezes the credit cards of federal agency employees for 30 days. Charges related to natural disaster response and other critical services are exempt. Law enforcement officers, Customs and Border Protection, Immigration and Customs Enforcement are all also exempt from this order. The policy is part of the Department of Government Efficiency's efforts to reduce federal spending.
It is 6:13. It is a Thursday. Your 10-second takeaway. Yeah, it's a little chilly out there. Temperatures hovering around freezing. Grab a jacket. The sun is going to be out today. Grab the shades. 54 for the high today.
A bill in Idaho that would prevent food stamps from being used to buy things like candy and soda is one step closer to becoming law. House Bill 109, sponsored by Coeur d'Alene State Representative Jordan Redmond, barely made it out of committee in an 8-7 vote. If signed into law, it would require the state to seek federal approval for candy and soda to be removed from the list of eligible foods covered by SNAP. And the bill now heads to the full House for consideration. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
All right, this week it's a big week. Well, I mean, I guess it's the end of this week and all of next week. You can enjoy some cheap eats and support local restaurants. It is Inlander Restaurant Week. Allison Martinez is live telling us all about it just ahead.
Just making us hungry. And the mysterious deaths of iconic actor Gene Hackman and his wife. What we know about them a little later here on Good Morning Northwest.
The President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended, so there's still time to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, or score 60 months no interest. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Introducing, representing Cal Cars, here to sell the best lineup of trucks in the region, Spike the Bulldog.
Yeah, he's a super dog.
Tiny
Need a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
If it warms you up, cools you down, connects you, entertains you, if it fries it, freezes it, cooks it, curls it, dries it, washes it, lights it. With humble beginnings in Airway Heights and Cheney, we're now also serving Northern Idaho. And when electrical is the problem, you need Holiday. Fixed Rider is free. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. I can take real good care of you. See? All taken care of. Works perfectly for you, right?
It's important that you are taken care of properly. At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
A real meal deserves a real dessert, like the DQ $7 meal deal with your choice of all this for just $7. Because a full-size meal without that satisfying sweet treat, that's like chicken strips with no dip, like a burger with no bun, like a sundae with no drizzle. Whether you go for chicken strips or a cheeseburger, treat yourself to an honest-to-goodness meal with full-size fries, a drink, and dessert, all for just $7 a DQ.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY+.
The President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress has been extended, so there's still time to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Colorado Twin for only $149.99 or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Countdown to the Oscars with Robin Roberts, Friday night on ABC.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:17. Well, now is the perfect time to find your new favorite restaurant because Inlander Restaurant Week is back for the next 10 days.
Yeah, you can enjoy 3-course meals at a range of price points. Allison Martinez is live at Chops with the details. Good morning. Have you had some of this yet?
Good morning. I haven't had any of this yet. I've been trying to maintain the gorgeous optics for you guys because look at this. The presentation is just level 10. We're here at Chops this morning, which is one of my personal favorite restaurants in Spokane. And if you haven't tried it yet, now is the time to do it. It's Inlander Restaurant Week. I'm joined by Sarah Shore, who is the new owner here at Chops. Can you give us a little bit of a breakdown on what Restaurant Week is?
Yes, Restaurant Week is an amazing opportunity for not only restaurants, but for guests as well to try 9 different items that the restaurant chooses, but at a discounted price. So there's a $35 or a $45 price point, and you get to try one of each course. So it's an amazing opportunity to just try new things and get out to some new places.
And you guys have some really unique menu items too. Can you talk us through these?
Yes, so you have here, this is the veal ossobuco. It has a wild mushroom risotto, grilled asparagus, and some demi-glaze on it. Phenomenal choice. This one over here is going to be the salmon and shrimp Napoleon. So we have just some jasmine rice, broccolini, you get salmon, shrimp, arugula with a little lemon beurre blanc, and it's phenomenal. And here we have our beet salad getting ready for spring. You get beets 4 ways. So you got roasted, fried, pickled, and pureed.
Delicious. All of these look so good, and there's also some desserts on here which are catching my eye. Raspberry lemon gooey butter cake. Just so much to try here. Make sure you check out Chops for Inlander Restaurant Week. It all starts today, now through March 8th. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Yeah, more than 100 restaurants between Coeur d'Alene and Spokane.
I mean, every little neighborhood you can think of, they have specialized menus for those areas. So yeah, check it out.
Definitely. Oh my goodness. sunshine helps for all of us getting out and going and doing things like that.
I would hazard a guess with weather in the 50s that there are going to be people looking to be outdoors for some meals. Maybe not yet. But they're riding motorcycles and bicycles. I figure why not have a little picnic today. Waking up, it is chilly. 32 at the airport, 27 Post Falls into Hayden. They've got a little patchy fog out there, so be aware of that. Some of that could be freezing to bridge decks for the next hour or two. Temperatures going to warm up nicely today by 8 o'clock. Everybody should be above freezing. And then we're going to have temperatures in the low 40s starting at 10. It's going to be near 50 at noon. And then we're going to be in the low to mid 50s all afternoon, with 54 being the high. I told you yesterday we hit officially 51 degrees, absolutely gorgeous. And then as the sun sets, we'll cool with a fairly clear sky. Satellite and radar, the next thing that's coming our way is sitting off into the Pacific. It's this low. It looks as if it could have some impact for Sunday with isolated showers, mainly into the Cascades as it comes across. Really, it looks like our impact will be Monday, and we're going to see about a 30% chance of scattered showers. So it's not a huge system, not a real wet system for us, but it's out there. We are going to see variable clouds, mostly sunny conditions, clear and cool. Getting into Saturday, it's Saturday into Sunday, we'll see the influence of that low start to come in, pushing more cloud cover into the area, and then we're going to see those scattered showers that are going to come in really for the Cascades on Sunday, down into Oregon, Pendleton, and then working their way up towards us by Monday. Highs stay into the mid-50s. We're going to have temperatures nearing 60 in Moses Lake, 55 into St. Mary's. Lewiston at 63 degrees today. We're going to be in the mid-50s through Saturday, Sunday, a touch cooler, 51 with, again, the cloud cover and those chance of showers, but still upper 40s next week. Meteorologist Matt Gray will take you through next week as his first week on air, taking over for me and talking about the time change the weekend after.
That's so much is happening.
It's a lot.
All right. Well, we're not done. We got a lot of celebration with Mark coming up.
Okay. Not done yet.
Not done yet.
It's now 6:22 or 21.
The Gonzaga women's basketball team is in a tight race for the WCC regular season champion title, meaning their matchup tonight against the Pacific Tigers. It's a big one. And after the break, hear what head coach Lisa Fortier had to say about tonight's opponent. That's coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings.
See your local GMC dealer.
In February, get new equipment installed from Bill's Heating, and you're entered to win 2 tickets to the WCC tournament in Vegas.
Hey, Ben, I make this shot, you have to take me with you to Vegas. Deal?
All right, fine. But you got one shot.
Watch and learn. Okay. All right, 2 out of 3.
The Working Families Tax Credit isn't just for families. Individuals and couples can apply too. See if you or your family are eligible for this tax refund at workingfamiliescredit.wad.gov/eligibility.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Well, good morning, sports. I'm Jack Wallace. 14 straight wins were snapped on Senior Day for Gonzaga women's hoops. A heartbreaking loss to San Francisco, delaying their WCC regular season title. They often win. They need a couple more of those wins to ensure their 9th straight chip. Zags are locked with Portland in first place in the WCC with a 15-3 record. With the Zags earning the head-to-head sweep already, they only need to match the Pilots' record over their final 2 games to clinch the WCC crown yet again. Their first 2 obstacles is the Pacific Tigers, a team that plays Gonzaga much closer than they should, only falling to Spokane to GU by 4, despite much larger losses by worse teams in the WCC, contributing to their 9-9 conference record. Zag head coach Lisa Fortier shared her thoughts on how they match up against those Tigers.
Pacific plays us tight. They lose to some teams sometimes, and then they play us tight every time. And so we'll just have to look at the film and approach it how we do every time. Like, all right, we got a new one. Maybe there'll be a little bit of mood management that might need to happen. Just being a little bit bummed after this one. But I think by the time we get to Monday, they're going to be ready to get to work.
Zags and Tigers tipping off tonight at 6. And we're going to have highlights and more coming up at 6 and Nightside, plus plenty more sports all around our area.
All right, thanks, Jack.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:26.
A young child dies from the measles in Texas. It's the first measles death in the U.S. in more than a decade, and health officials say a vaccine could have prevented it. Their urgent plea to parents as the outbreak ramps up.
And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive interview.
So this idea that you need to be rescued, that's not how you feel there.
No, I would say that's not how we feel.
Astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams were supposed to be in space for just a week, traveling to the International Space Station aboard the Boeing Starliner. But after a series of technical issues, NASA delayed their return. Now this morning, over 8 months later, they're still in space and speaking with me.
What's your message to Americans who were watching these narratives unfold of you being stranded and stuck in space, and they were so worried about you?
We're thankful for your support.
Since then, they've joined the NASA mission Crew 9 with astronaut Nick Hague flying in on a SpaceX Crew Dragon with room for Butch and Sunny. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more with Sunny and Butch and the mission to bring them home. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News on Planet Earth.
Asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love with who you love? It's time to get back out there with Fasenra. Fasenra is an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma that is taken once every 8 weeks and can also be taken conveniently at home. Fasenra helps prevent asthma attacks. Most patients did not have an attack in the first year. Fasenra is proven to help you breathe better so you can get back to doing day-to-day activities. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop asthma treatments without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur. Get back to better breathing. Get back to what you've missed. Ask your doctor about Fasenra, the only asthma treatment taken once every 8 weeks. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Bruins Penguins at 3, Saturday on ABC and ESPN Plus.
This year, if you'd like to trade in your old vehicle and get $2,025 over Kelley Blue Book towards something new,
then you need to visit Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Right now, save up to $5,000 off all closeout 2024 Tacomas, or get up to $6,000 off a 2025 Tundra truck. Plus, check out the new 2025 RAV4s.
This February, fall in love with a new vehicle from Findlay.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
Did you know that Washington's Working Families Tax Credit could put up to $1,200 back in your pocket? If you're part of a low to moderate income household, you could be eligible for a refund designed to help you cover essentials like groceries, gas, or bills. The The best part? Applying is free and easy. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov to see if you qualify. Don't miss out. Apply now and make sure you get the refund you deserve. That's workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and big news in the entertainment world.
Actor Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Akawara, have been found dead inside their home. That's according to the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office. It says investigators don't suspect foul play, but the cause of their death is still unconfirmed.
The entertainment world is also mourning the loss of Michelle Trachtenberg. According to a source with the NYPD, her death does not appear suspicious, saying the actress had recently been dealing with an undisclosed medical issue. Trachtenberg was a former child star and part of the cast of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, playing Sarah Michelle Gellar's younger sister. Trachtenberg was 39 years old.
A legendary actor will suit up for the TV version of the Harry Potter series. John Lithgow told Screen Rant that he accepted the role of Albus Dumbledore in HBO's upcoming adaptation of J.K. Rowling's books. The 79-year-old Emmy winner succeeds Richard Harris and Michael Gambon, who played Dumbledore in the films. Filming of the series is scheduled to start this summer. Very curious on how that's going to turn out.
Yes.
A lot of people love the movies.
I love the movies.
Yeah, me too. Good morning, Northwest time. Right now is 6:31. Thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, February 27th. I should say I love the books.
Yes.
Most.
Yes, there you go.
Let's check in with Mark and our first alert forecast. We're dealing with some fog out there, at least in North Idaho, right?
Yeah, North Idaho all morning long has had evidence of fog, and it's sort of ebb and, it's moving around. 27 degrees currently in Coeur d'Alene, 32 for us. We have a beautiful sky out there. It's gorgeous to the west. The 4 things we want you to know, that patchy morning fog we're seeing. So allow for a little time if you're in those fog-prone areas. Sunshine today, warming trend, and showers potentially Monday. That means it's going to be a great weekend. Right now, 29 in Deer Park, 31 to Coeur d'Alene, 32 Spangle, and we have 32 into the valley. Our forecast, well, we're going to continue to see a few clouds coming across. That's it. Mostly sunny conditions, dry. We're going to have a high today that's going to be well above average. 43, that normal high. Well, we'll surpass that at 11 o'clock, and we'll climb up 54, the high today. When the sun sets, we're going to see it cool down under a clear sky and more patchy dense fog tomorrow morning. But today, sunny and 54.
In news for your health this morning, a child infected with the measles has died in Texas, where health officials say that child wasn't vaccinated.
And with new cases also reported in other parts of the country, doctors are growing more concerned about the spread, especially among children who are extremely vulnerable. Here's ABC's Perry Russum.
Overnight, a Texas community holding a prayer vigil for a child who died from the measles.
We pray for the healthcare team.
The Texas Health Department says the school-aged child was not vaccinated, marking the country's first death from the measles in a decade.
This is a big deal, and we are now seeing a very serious consequence of what happens when we have measles in our community.
More than 120 people have been infected with measles in West Texas, largely spreading among rural Mennonite communities. A vast majority are unvaccinated patients under the age of 18. Dr. Johnson is a pediatrician in Lubbock.
I didn't expect to ever take care of measles patients in my career in any meaningful way. It seems like something from the past, but if we don't continue to vaccinate and do the things that we did in order to make these illnesses of the past, then there'll be illnesses of the present.
Several measles cases have also been reported in New Mexico. Officials say there is no apparent link between the outbreaks, but experts are warning cases will likely spread beyond unvaccinated religious communities.
It's not a question of if, it's a question of when we will see more measles cases popping up around the United States. Since the pandemic, we've seen vaccination rates slowly decline.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. insists the outbreak is not unusual despite turning deadly.
We're going to continue to follow it. Incidentally, there have been 4 measles outbreaks this year. In this country last year, there were 16. So it's not unusual. We have measles outbreaks every year.
Overnight, Kentucky reporting its first confirmed measles case in years. Experts say the vaccine provides lifelong protection. A booster can be helpful, but check with your doctor. Perry Russum, ABC News, New York.
And when it comes to vaccination rates of measles here in our area, in Spokane County, only 86% of kindergartners received a measles vaccine during the 2023-2024 school year. That's according to the Washington Department of Health. Now, that's slightly below the national average, which sits at 92.7%. And the rates are a little lower in Idaho, where 79.6% of kids in that same age group have been vaccinated for measles. That's according to the CDC. Doctors attribute this partially to a growing distrust in vaccines and the rise of exemptions for medical, religious, and personal reasons.
It's always scary when a child dies of a vaccine-preventable illness. And I think there is sometimes a belief that now that we are more mature in technology, we can save kids from anything. And unfortunately, that is just not the case.
Doctors say when an unvaccinated child gets a disease like measles, it not only impacts them, but everyone else they come in contact with, especially those who are immunocompromised.
An incident that people are talking about around the country of a woman being dragged out of a political town hall might have you questioning your rights at public events. Dr. Teresa Borenpol was forcibly removed from a Kootenai County Republican Central Committee meeting for causing repeated disruptions. She argues this was a violation of her free speech. But law professors say the First Amendment has limitations, especially in settings like town hall meetings. And the real question is why she was removed.
So I think the big fault line here is going to be, was this just an isolated heckle or two? In which case they cannot forcibly remove her from an event. She has some speech rights, but she has no speech rights to repeatedly disrupt that event. But the government cannot target her and say, we don't like your viewpoint, so we're going to remove you.
There is an ongoing private investigation from the sheriff's office and another criminal investigation from the Coeur d'Alene Police Department. We'll continue updating you on both as the information comes available. Now, Dr. Borenpol plans to sue a GoFundMe set up to cover her legal costs. Had a goal of raising $30,000. I just checked, it's topped $311,000.
Idaho Governor Brad Little will soon have the final say over whether a bill prohibiting government and school mask mandates will become law. Now, if it does, it would prevent state, cities, counties, school districts, public health districts, and government officials from mandating that an individual must wear a mask or a face covering, specifically to prevent or slow the spread of infectious or contagious disease. Now, there are exemptions for health care facilities, hospitals, and workers who need protective face shields around a hazardous material, for example, like welding.
A meeting of outside advisors to the Food and Drug Administration to discuss flu vaccines has been canceled. A member of the advisory committee says he received an email Wednesday with the news. The meeting set for March 13th was to choose the flu strains for the shot that will release in September. No details given on who directed the meeting to be canceled or why. That committee member says it is not clear now how manufacturers will get guidance on the composition of seasonal flu vaccines. Good morning, Northwest Time just hit 6:38.
Checking back in with Mark Peterson and a telltale sign of spring.
Yeah, sightings of Lime scooters all over the place. Do you get Lime scoot?
They're fun. They are fun. They are super fun.
It's crazy how popular they are. They're wonderful to get around. You're going to be able to enjoy that with some sunglasses. We got a gorgeous day underway. Plenty of sunshine. The full forecast coming up.
Plus, this video of a movie theater collapsing in Wenatchee has taken off online. What we know about the scary scene when we come back.
And if you're in the mood to try some new local restaurants, this is the week to do it. We got Allison Martinez live.
It is Inlander Restaurant Week, which means you can try a whole variety of menu items like this, all for a reduced price. We're giving you all the details you need to know to attend coming up.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. And want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Go Chiefs, go! So nifty move goes to Cat back over right side, and it comes over to Van Olden who shoots and scores!
Saturday, March 1st in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, it's the Numerica Hockey Skate Piggy Bank giveaway. Your Chiefs host Seattle. The first 2,000 fans receive a limited edition Spokane Chiefs Hockey Skate Piggy Bank, courtesy of Numerica Credit Union. Also Saturday, our Winter Brew Bash starting at 3 p.m. Get tickets and more info at SpokaneChiefs.com.
Are you getting your best night's rest? Been eyeing that premium mattress but have a limited budget? Right now at More Furniture, all 2024 Sealy and Sealy Hybrid mattresses are 33% off. Test rest any Sealy mattress today and find the perfect model for your best night's sleep tonight. And if you fall in love with that floor model, take it home with you today and you'll get 50% off. Visit any of our local More Furniture showrooms and take home your favorite Sealy today.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Snow days are the best days, especially when there's fresh powder on the mountain.
But getting there, that's where Subaru Symmetrical All-Wheel Drive comes in. Glide up the icy roads with confidence and enjoy stability on every twist and turn.
Pack your gear, load up the crew, and let the heated seats keep you warm on the way.
Because with Subaru, getting up to the ski hill is just as thrilling as the ride down.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through March 31st at Parker Subaru in beautiful Court.
The Working Families Tax Credit isn't just for families. Individuals and couples can apply too. See if you or your family are eligible for this tax refund at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov/eligibility.
At the Coeur d'Alene Casino, we love the sound and excitement of winning. So much so that we've paid out over $73 million in 2024. That's a lot of woohoos. That's music to our ears.
Winning is just the beginning.
Your time is now 6:41. More than 100 local restaurants are putting out special menus for Inlander Restaurant Week.
It all kicks off today, but don't worry, you still have 10 days to participate, so lots of time. We got Allison Martinez live at Chaps this morning to tell us all about it. Allison, we're getting hungry in here. I can't imagine how you're feeling out there.
Oh, these menu items just look amazing. You can see them all right now. I didn't want to ruin them for you. I've kept them nice and pretty, so I haven't taste tested these, but I have had some Chaps homemade scones, which have been just delicious this morning. I'm joined by Nicole Eggers here, and can you tell us a little bit about Restaurant Week and how it all works?
Yeah, Restaurant Week is hosted by the Inlander every year, and it's a wonderful opportunity for people to come out and dine at a restaurant that they normally wouldn't be able to have the opportunity to come out. So there's a $25, $35, and $45 price point, which is actually a really great deal for all of the wonderful and delicious food that they have available.
Absolutely, and this is a great time to try a new restaurant. There are more than 100 restaurants that are participating, which is amazing. And one part of this that is especially amazing too is Big Table. Plays a huge role in this. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Big Table is a local charity based on providing care for those in crisis in the hospitality industry. So we sort of meet people where they are and provide some kind of care whatever that may look like, and it does focus primarily on folks that work in our industry. And we are partnered with Inlander's Restaurant Week this year, so if you on each Restaurant Week menu there will be a QR code that you can scan. You can go directly to the website as well, and all donations made during Restaurant Week have been generously offered to be matched by STCU up to $10,000.
So very cool. And what I love here too is we have CD Aid, which is part of this too. This is kind of like the Coeur d'Alene, North Idaho equivalent to Big Table. So lots of support, lots of love to go around. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
So many new restaurants to try. All right, here's your 10-second takeaway. Yeah, it's chilly outside, and you're going to need a jacket, but not all day. Grab those sunglasses. You'll need them. The sun's out, 54 for the high.
In Wenatchee, the Liberty Cinema's roof collapsed Tuesday night in the middle of a movie. 2 people in the theater at the time are okay, but as you can see, the damage to the 100-year-old building is extensive. The theater says it will temporarily close until further notice.
Scary, scary, scary. Wow. Thankfully, only 2 people in there.
No kidding. Good morning, Northwest Times, now 6:44.
We only have a couple more days with Mark, and our celebration continues today. We got some special surprises and a look back at one of our favorite holiday traditions. That's coming up after this commercial break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Regular visits to your local Perfection Tire can ensure your car's safety and dependability.
With factory recommended maintenance, you increase your fuel efficiency as well as maintain your vehicle's value.
Nobody beats perfection.
Dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck can be an intense game.
A game of offense versus defense.
I'm attorney Matt Russell.
And I'm attorney Jim Hill.
We know that winning against the insurance company can be tough.
And they'll do anything to keep you from getting the compensation you're entitled to.
But we know the playbook to beating them.
And we love scoring big for you, so you can get all the money you deserve.
So don't be on the losing side.
Call Russell and Hill.
We have the playbook to win.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $3,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
With a P1FCU Ascend checking account, you get more than great dividends. Imagine having an entire branch in your pocket. Who needs a checkbook when you have a digital wallet? The only thing I check these days are my dividends.
Earn 3.5% APY. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Simplify your life and start earning more with Ascend checking. Get yours today at p1fcu.org/ascend.
This is the show you've been waiting for, the 47th Annual Spokane Home and Yard Show, this Thursday through Sunday at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. See all of the latest home improvement products and services and get expert advice from the pros for your upcoming projects. Thursday is 2-for-1 day, 2 adult admissions for the price of 1 on Thursday only. Tickets on sale now at custershows.com. Spokane's 47th Annual Home and Yard Show, presented by Jim Custer Enterprises.
Tires do more than keep your vehicle moving forward.
At Perfection Tire, we maximize your safety, fuel efficiency, and driving comfort with the right tires for you.
Quality Cooper tires, knowledgeable people. Nobody beats perfection.
Countdown to the Oscars with Robin Roberts, Friday night on ABC.
Here they come, all on. Absolutely beautiful.
For the past 6 years, Mark Peterson has been flipping the switch at Cowley Park, turning on the lights in the hopes of turning on the spirits for the kids and families at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. No one knows that better than the Kelsey family.
We drove by these lights for 78 days, and back in 2017, 2018, when our boys were in the hospital.
Twins Jack and Liam were born at 29 weeks. This picture is from the first time they were able to be together in the hospital.
The lights are a great reminder because of the positive outcome that we had. And we know that there's not always positive outcomes that come out of the hospital, but maybe just being in the park, seeing it all, it's really special.
Mark has an uncanny way of rallying people and companies to help out.
We'll have to come around and visit and see how the lights all turn out because it's going to be great. Extra Christmas spirit for the kids.
One year, even Santa Claus was put to work.
She said, "Hey, look at the Santa Claus." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, he's working too."
Another successful year of making spirits bright in Cowley Park. We're going to continue to see a lot of changes over the years, but I got to tell you, this year, we did some very cool things. And of course, for the children at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, we hope they smile when they look down upon it.
Year after year.
I love it.
And it's just grown and been more and more impactful, and it's beautiful.
It doesn't take much to get people to come out to the park. In fact, I have to tell people, sure, yes, you're welcome to come down and help us put up the lights. And the twins that lit up the park that year, they were everywhere. Born at 29 weeks, they're healthy as oxes. They're great. I just love it.
Well, we just love it too. We've loved this program. We've loved what you've done with it, and I know this week it's a lot because you've done so many things.
It's a lot. Now, while I'm coming off the air day to day, the Extreme team continues. We're already Don Gregg with Ace, God love her. But really, February and we're talking about it, but we are. So we're getting ready for another big year.
Yep, we'll have Mark around for that.
Lights aren't going anywhere, is what you're saying.
No. Even if I go away, they're still, they're never not going to be there.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the forecast, get you caught up. 54 degrees, lots of sunshine. Things are looking really nice today. Winds are going to be light, southwest 5 to 10. 30 for the overnight low. Going to be dynamite. We look at the 4-day forecast. Guys, no moisture between now and Saturday. We're going to have mostly sunny conditions. Some clouds up north coming in more so for the weekend. And clearly for Sunday, we'll have clouds with a 20% chance of showers. It's going to be Monday where we'll really see that move into our area. 54 degrees the high today, 49 in Colville, 59 into Moses Lake. Tri-Cities, you'll be at 61. Lewiston, got some great letters from you. Thank you so much on the well wishes. Mid-50s. Am I heading over there now? Okay. Yes, I'm here. Temperatures in the upper 40s for next week, but it's gorgeous all the way through Saturday.
Mark, when you're doing your weather, a ferry just dropped by, and all of a sudden there's pizza on the day. Weird.
I know exactly who dropped those by.
Yeah, let's check it out. Look at somebody rocking. Already diving in.
I knew I smelled something good.
It's all the meats.
Got
all the
lovely.
meats. Yeah, Mark Starr from David's Pizza.
That sausage there is just sitting.
He has been such a huge supporter of all of your
shenanigans,
projects and things and your shenanigans.
We love Mark
And
Starr.
Mark, he dropped and dashed.
Yeah,
I guess what you do, like you do.
He didn't dine and dash. He dropped and.
That's right.
Mark, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Me leaving has fed you guys very well this week.
We don't hate that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now I get to have a piece, but I got to wait for 9 more minutes.
It smells so good.
More fun to come with Mark Henhin, remembering all the wonderful things he's done heading into his retirement.
That's right.
Thank you all.
We got the morning sprint coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Bruins Penguins at 3, Saturday on ABC and ESPN Plus.
If it warms you up, cools you down, connects you, entertains you, if it fries it, freezes it, cooks it, curls it, dries it, washes it, lights it. With humble beginnings in Airway Heights and Cheney, we're now also serving Northern Idaho. And when electrical is the problem, you need Holiday. Fixed Rider is free. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
Guys, I want to introduce you to our new salesperson. I really think he's going to spike sales.
He's a super dog on the floor. Yeah, he's a super dog.
BECU was happy to award the People Helping People Award to Feast World Kitchen.
The mission of Feast World Kitchen is to elevate and empower former refugees and immigrants. We use international food as the platform for people to build skills and share their culture with Spokane.
You don't even have to travel to a different country. You just come here, experience the food.
BECU is just really proud to partner with Feast World Kitchen as they further the mission in Spokane.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Time right now, 6:54, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint.
Mark Peterson tracking a warm and sunny day today.
We got Allison Martinez live for Inlander Restaurant Week, checking out one of our restaurants.
But first, we are following breaking news out of the Middle East. Overnight, Hamas releasing the bodies of 4 hostages to the Red Cross in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. In weeks to come, Israel's expected to release more than 600 Palestinian prisoners and detainees. And this morning, the AP reports Israel will not withdraw from a strategic corridor in the Gaza Strip as called for by the ceasefire. That could spark a crisis with Hamas and key mediator Egypt at a sensitive moment for the fragile truce. Updates on the release of the hostages coming up in the Middle East on Good Morning America.
I would love to show you a lot of weather, but you know what? It's going to be mild. We do not have a lot of cloud cover. We're going to have sunshine. It's going to be nice. 32 currently in the valley, 32 officially, 29 Deer Park. Everybody warms up today. Sunny. We're going to have a high today of 54 degrees.
Well, we're following some local breaking news this morning. A Post Falls man accused of murdering his ex-girlfriend's partner has been arrested. Post Falls police arrested 47-year-old Jason Rook in town on West Saltese Way, just 10 minutes from where the murder took place. Investigators believe he shot and killed his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend, a 46-year-old man, over the weekend. He is charged with burglary and first-degree murder.
A federal judge sentenced 2 men to life in prison yesterday for the 2022 murders of 2 people in Keller. The court found Zachary Holt and Desmonique Tensley guilty on 17 counts, including felony murder in Indian country and attempted murder of a federal officer. Holt shot and killed Gail and Jeremy Neal in their trailer after a failed robbery. Holt's lawyer said they plan to appeal the convictions.
A Whitman County judge denied the protection order against Pullman Police Chief Jake Opgenorth. The protection order accuses Opgenorth of sexual assault and harassment. The claims were made by a woman whose lawyers say previously had a relationship with the police chief. The judge ruled there was not enough evidence to grant the protection order. Opgenorth has been on administrative leave since December.
Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall testified in front of the U.S. Senate yesterday about stopping the flow of fentanyl in our region. Chief Hall says police have seized thousands of fentanyl pills coming into the city, and most of it coming in from legal ports of entry. Chief Hall's calling on Congress to pass a bill sponsored by Washington Senator Maria Cantwell for new technology that could help detect fentanyl being smuggled into the U.S. on planes, boats, or in cars. The bill would provide funding for non-intrusive technology to detect drugs like fentanyl at transportation hubs across the country.
A bill in Idaho that would prevent food stamps from being used to buy candy and soda is one step closer to becoming law. House Bill 109, sponsored by Coeur d'Alene State Representative Jordan Redmond, barely made it out of committee in an 8-7 vote. If signed into law, it would require the state to seek federal approval for candy and soda to be removed from the list of eligible foods covered by STAMP. The bill now heads to the House for consideration.
This morning we are at Chaps Restaurant in Spokane because it is Inlander Restaurant Week. It all starts today through March 8th. You can shop at over 100 restaurants in our area. You can check out items like this. The menus are priced from $25, $35, and $45. You get a great deal and you support local.
In Wenatchee, the Liberty Cinema's roof collapsed Tuesday night in the middle of a movie. The 2 people in the theater at the time are okay, but as you can see, the damages to that 100-year-old building are extensive. The theater will temporarily close.
And we'll be back with a final check of our beautiful day on tap, starting with a beautiful sunrise. Holy cow. We'll be back with Mark's weather right after this commercial break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a daredevil who drives on empty to see if you can make it? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Looking for a new ride?
The George Gee Kia team has been helping people find theirs since 1983.
George Gee is built on exceeding your expectations, always offering you the lowest price and treating you like family.
That's right. We are locally owned and operated, and we're here to make sure your experience is exceptional.
Come meet our team at George Gee Kia Spokane. You will see the difference.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
4 News Now and ABC World News Tonight.
Delivering reliable information in uncertain times.
Knowing where to turn for news is crucial. Turn to ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And 4 News Now with Derek Dice and Kirsten O'Connor.
An above average sunrise. Gorgeous outside. We got a little bit of cloud cover out there, and we're going to see a continuation of high thin clouds. 54 and sunshine today. Clear tonight. Temperatures are going to get cool, so we're going to be down around 30. 55 Friday. We'll see it Saturday and Sunday, and then we're into the upper 40s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The best chance of rain showers, that's going to be Monday.
Thanks so much for starting your Thursday with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
We've loved having you along with us, so we hope to see you throughout Good Morning America. We'll be bringing you live local updates. GMA starts next.